sit upright. This worked last night, so should work tonight. I'm just gonna sit here and look cute until people come in, I think. I think that's what I'll do. Well, I said I was gonna go live around what time did I say? Around 11:30 or 12, and it's 12:30, so yeah. Don't blame anybody who is not coming. Hopefully the people that do watch, y'all watch this later. So let me not act like nobody's watching, because I am gonna make this public. So I think I've made all my lives public. There's like 5 or 6. Pretty sure I made all of them public. But we will see, won't we? Thank you, Anon. Love that. Are you subscribed? Are you? I was just saying that I was just talking to myself for a minute, and I was saying I guess I'm not technically talking to myself because thank you. You're subscribed. Cool. Lit. I was saying that I just now went live, but it's been like a minute. But I was saying that I was talking to myself. I was like, I guess I'm not technically talking to myself because I will make these lives public, and I think all of them have been. I think I've made all of them public, and there should be like 5 or 6. But yeah. What are you up to? I know it's late, and I think I should probably be going live earlier in the night, but I don't know why I don't, because I'm not even really that much of like a night owl, honestly. To be honest, I'm really not. I should be going live all hours of the day, really, right? That'd benefit me most, probably. But this is just when it happens, because my mommy, she, you're in your jammies too? Hell yeah. Thank you. I have the pants, but it was a little hot, so I have the shorts right now, the matching shorts. But I have the pants too, and I wear the pants when it's cold. This is one of my favorites. I used to have the short sleeve shirt, and I have no idea where that went. No clue. I love these. I was in my last live stream. I was really shouting out Big Top from Etsy because she's my favorite. She's great. Love Big Top. I always be talking about that lady. Because she's the best. She is the best. I think I have a few things I have on my mind to talk about tonight. I keep starting these live streams with like my skincare routine. I was gonna switch it up and do a mask tonight. I was gonna switch it up, but then I was like, let me not. That's a mess. I'm already in my pajamas, so I won't do a mask. But there are a few things. When I was in the shower, I was like, let me think of some stuff to talk about, and a couple of the things I was talking about in my last live stream, which was the videos that I have coming up. And one of the things I wanted to say the most, which I'll probably just do a short on this alone, is that I just like so much appreciate the love, guys. Like, it means the world to me. Like, people even are commenting on my lives and stuff, and like there was a couple people that were like, oh, I was asleep when you posted this, but I'm gonna watch it right now, and like, I love your videos. And even on my shorts, like, I get those comments, and it's so encouraging and it's so motivating to keep posting, for sure. It makes me want to keep going, because like I say this in every single live stream, but I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Baddie, thank you. Am I a baddie? I don't know if that's exactly what I'm going for, but thank you for the compliment. I'm sure I'll be a baddie. I'm a baddie with the skincare routine, that's for sure. Cause I'll be on my skincare ish. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love everybody that comments. It is so sweet. I really very rarely get a mean comment. It's just the sweetest. I'm not gonna stay in. At my last lives, I've stayed in this spot the whole time. Tonight, I'm not gonna stay in this spot the whole time. I'm gonna switch up locations. What am I wearing? I'm wearing my PJs from Big Tot on Etsy. Big Tot is the brand, and I also have the long pants for this shirt. I was telling somebody before, if you just now came in, I used to have the short sleeve shirt and just the shorts, but then I lost the shirt and then I bought the set, which is this long sleeve and pants. Anyway, I very rarely wear the shorts, but I was kind of hot, so I did that tonight. Yeah, bricked up like a wait. Okay, can I give a shout out? Oh, what kind? Gotcha. What do you think? Can you guess? Actually, guess, and then I'll answer. Take a guess if you watch my videos. Can I give a shout out? I'm giving a shout out to Big Tot on Etsy, as I did my last stream. You are correct. Pretty sure. You're correct. That's funny. Yes. As I do most nights. Because I'm not worried. I'm not worried about a leak. I ain't worried. I am just so unconcerned. Feeling like a little baby, you know? As I am, as I do. You know, it's just, I don't have to worry. And Little Kings Alligators, they're the best. Easy ups. Like pull-ups. I've like bought those before. Or I haven't. I've thought about buying those before, like the really, really intricately made like pull-ups on Etsy that have like the really like Elmo prints or like really really cool prints or like vintage, but they're so. It's not even about the money, but gosh, they're just for the price. Like, you get what, like two? I'm just not about. I'll wear too many diapers for that. I'll wear too many diapers for that. Point blank pure, as Amberlynn would say, if anyone knows who that is. I'm trying to respond to everything that everyone said. Again, bricked up like a Lego. No. Who said that? What crazy person said that? What could that mean? What does that mean? I'm just a baby. I don't know what that means. It could mean like, I was honestly like, I saw the word. I'm like so autistic. I saw the word Lego and then brick. I'm like, Lego bricks, or like bricked up, like you're like heavily diapered. Like, same. Could have meant that. That's what I thought maybe. They're bluey. My diaper is Little Kings from ABU, AB Universe. Love Bluey though. I love Bluey. I doubt anyone that's watching right now has seen this show. Maybe you have, but if you're watching this replay, like you're not catching it live, have you seen Green Eggs and Ham on Netflix? It is so amazing. It is truly incredible. It's like a whole new, like, inventive and like unique take on the story of like Green Eggs and Ham on Netflix. Like Adam DeVamp, I think is his name. He's a voice in it. Gosh, it's good and it's funny. It is so funny. It's just genuinely so funny. And my mommy even thinks it's funny, and she usually is just so over constantly having to watch Moana or Bluey or any. I mean, the list could go on and on. I'm kind of embarrassed to say, like, my favorite is Princess and the Frog. Um, I know it's kind of like a girly ish, but I mean, man, if you've seen it, the name is misleading. If you've ever seen it, Princess and the Frog, gosh, it's iconic. It's kind of like Anastasia, like the Rasputin villain song in Anastasia, the like a voodoo guy in Princess and the Frog. It reminds. I just love a good like Lion King, Scar, his music number type thing. I love a good villain song in a Disney movie. It is so fun, and I love it. I love it. So, yeah, I'm doing my normal thing that I do every time I go live. But like I said, we're switching up locations tonight. Oh my god, this burns so really bad. Oh, because I used a straight razor, or not a straight, just a regular. I normally use an electric razor to shave my face every night, but I really wanted like a clean shave, so I used a razor, and all I had was one blade, one singular blade razors, and on my neck it just shredded it. And so my toner that I use on my neck, that really hurt really bad. But hey, we're almost done. We're almost done. And then I'm gonna go in the craft room and we'll see who comes in. And I really want, like, I feel like a lot of people that watch me, they don't watch me this late, which sucks. Like I know I have like some faithful viewers, but they don't watch me this late. But I just so much appreciate everybody that comes in, anybody that does. Like I would love if you subscribed. That would be fantastic. It would make me very happy. And see, my neck is red because I cut myself shaving. It burns, just like last night when I put that astringent on. But tonight burns extra because I shaved with a razor, with a one blade razor, and I've not shaved even with a razor in a long time, especially not a one blade. I can't remember, maybe I was like fucking 12 last time I did that. So yeah. Yeah. Now I'm feeling great. I hope more people come in. It says 0 watcher, and it's weird how people pop in and then come out, pop in, come out. But that's fair. I gave very little notice, and I'm later than what I said I was gonna be. So I get that. I get it. But I was really hoping to actually like spend some time on here tonight. I like going live better than I like making videos. It's more fun. It's like interactive, I don't enjoy making videos that much. I really like going live much better. It's fun. It's fun. And yeah, I don't want to sit here the whole time. If I'm gonna go in the craft room, I should probably do it now. Yeah. So I guess we should do that. And hopefully we'll get some more viewers along the way. Taking you with me. Oh, thank you. Little Wolf Up, I know you. Yes, I do. I never see you on here and you never comment. So, I was just saying that normally when I've been going live, I'm right here in my laundry room with Vanity. Right here, this is where I go live. And I'm trying to switch it up. I'm trying to switch up locations. So we're gonna go in the craft room in the garage, and I'm gonna find a spot to sit and chat. And I'm trying to do. I want to do a Q&A. I want to do a Q&A because I know that maybe people. Because I never get really much of a chance to like answer a whole bunch of questions. And I feel bad because I never answer comments on my freaking videos. And I should, because like I appreciate it so much. And that, like I was saying earlier, and I'm sure that nobody that's watching now was here earlier, because there were like quite a few people earlier, and now I'm not sure, maybe one. But this is my mommy's crafter. So we are gonna find a spot to sit and film in here. Yes, we are. But anyway, I just want to say, like, to the people that are watching this on replay who like to watch me chat or whatever and just talk about blah blah blah. Like, the support and the kind words like mean more to me than you could possibly know. Like, literally just mean so much to me. People literally say, crazy enough, people literally say, your videos make my day, like, you're my favorite channel. I'm like, huh? Actually, where are you right now? But I'm just kidding, it's light, I get it. But yeah, I don't know if this POV is gonna work. We can find a better spot. Yeah, we can find a better spot. We'll keep it right here for right now. But people literally do say that, and it is just like, wow. I was gonna say humbles me. I think it's gonna be more humble. I mean, it's not like I have a huge following, but gosh, it's just the sweetest thing. For people to say that, it's really, it makes me want to keep on posting and stuff. It's really, really sweet. And I see that stuff. I don't want people to think that I don't see that stuff is the thing. Like, I see it. I just don't always respond. And I know that's terrible. I need to be better. Okay, we're going to go over here and try to find a different place to set you down. Oops. There's a lot of crafting things. Oh, yeah, that's her light. We will set you. Actually, it's funny. We live in a pretty large house, and I'm in the garage right now where the craft room is, and I'm gonna stack you against our modem, our internet router, modem, whatever. So yeah, here I am. If anybody is, I know some random people come in, so I just feel like I need to kind of address me, even though I think a lot of you guys watching have watched me before, but some are, here for like the first time. So I just always feel like I need to address like who I am and what I'm about. But I do feel like if you're stumbling on my channel, you probably know about ABDL. You probably know you probably have an idea of like, you have this fear of like someone saying like, is that a big baby? What's he doing? And I'm like, yeah, actually, yeah, you got it. But people have like weird assumptions and things. So again, if you're finding this, just replaying it. What am I wearing? I am wearing my long sleeve shirt from Big Tot on Etsy. And I'm wearing the shorts to match, which I love. They're like different red, orange, and blue. And I'm wearing Little Kings. Yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about because I get distracted. Like, my outfit. Is it a sexual thing? Gotcha. Okay, so that's kind of like what I was like about to like start talking about is people have ideas of things when they see a person like this, and they always go to like, oh gosh, I hope that's not a fetish. Oh gosh, I hope that's not a sexual thing. And not that I've dealt with a lot of that. My entire experience on YouTube and my on Instagram has been almost met with zero judgment, regardless of what I post. Um, to tell you the truth about me, no, but the whole misconception, people tend to think, oh, if it is a sexual thing for you, then you're pedophilic in nature. And I don't know that that's true, I don't really believe that. For me, it is a coping mechanism and a comforting thing. I have traumas. I'm not diagnosed autistic, but I do get really overstimulated, and this is a way for me to kind of, I wear diapers in everyday life, so it is a calming thing. And I could talk way more about it, but Gabe owners. Oh, haha. Yes, I know Gabe owners. Hell yeah. I am straight. I know a lot of people think I'm not. It didn't take me long to get that joke, so that's good. But yeah, is it a sexual thing? That's like a complicated question. It's a gratifying experience. It's a euphoric experience in certain moments. Not a lot of people can grasp that because all they know about pleasure is related to sex. It's way more nuanced than anybody gets. And so when people are like, when you see like freaking like random documentary about ABDL or people like me, and they say, don't worry, it's not a sexual thing. I just don't really think it's that simple. But like, who's gonna listen to the long reason why it's not that simple? Not a lot of people will. Yes. Hey, you say take care. You should stay. But yeah, you are funny. And yeah, I just don't really think it's that simple. And I keep talking about this video that I'm making, about the psychology behind being ABDL and what could cause it, how it can be a positive thing and a negative thing, how it actually has the ability to do you extremely well and to do some real harm in your life. On how it depends on how you explore it and how you use it. For me, it's been present in my life for a very, 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 very long time. Like desire since I was like 8 years old. That's really private. Some things I wouldn't necessarily share. I would at some point, maybe in a video, or if someone wanted to know, I might share more, but I'll keep it like that for right now. I guess the easiest answer is no, it's not a sexual thing. But like I said, I do think it's way more complex than that. I don't think anybody would have a desire to be diapered 24/7 and to engage in infant-like behavior if it didn't come with a great deal of gratification and positive feelings, euphoric feelings. But like I said, I think a lot of times the only way that people who don't experience anything like this can comprehend something like that in relation to that is sex. And that is why they're like, oh, that must be sex. Is that sex for you? Is that sexual? Is that whatever, this, that? And that's why they get. And then they think. And then their next conclusion is, well, that's you're a grown man and baby sex. There's just this whole cloud of like, it's just too difficult for people to understand. I feel like I've skirted around it, which would make people think that I am saying it's a sexual thing, but I'm not at all. It's just more complicated than that. You know, there's pleasure in it, but it may not. It's not the way people think. Um, I tried, but no one was around in my case, so I kind of grew up. What does that mean? I'd like to know what you mean. Like, no one was around? What you mean? And I hope no one cares, but when I go live, I like to have a beer. I hope no one cares about that. I'm a baby having a beer. It's crazy, I know. And also, people are like, ew, what are you doing? I like Busch Light. I like it. Okay? It's good. So don't judge me about the type of beer I'm drinking. And don't judge me about the fact that I am drinking. I may look like a baby, but this mustache. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just having a beer, okay? That's what I'm doing. That's the beauty of being an adult baby, right? I think. LOL, I tried, but no one was around in my case. It's hard to find someone who's accepting of my lifestyle. Personally, it's crazy. You know, you'd think that it would be nearly impossible. But for me, again, I have all these long-winded answers for everything because they are long-winded, or there's a lot that goes into it. Like, for me, I had so much going in. I had so many feelings and desires from a young age that I couldn't really ignore, that I eventually got found out from pretty much everybody that's close to me. And my girlfriend, who I've been with for the majority of 10 years, is she's my mommy. That we have that dynamic and we have that relationship. And it's really, really a beautiful and special thing. It's the most special thing in my life. I know that that's hard for some people to understand. The concept of that is like, what the heck are you talking about? But, you know, I can go into that in further detail later if people need clarification on that. Like no caregiver, but I never could commit to 24/7. Do you like Angry Orchard? My mommy does. It's almost like it's actually like one of the only things she drinks. She doesn't drink very much at all. She drinks like twice a year. But have you ever had Angry Balls? It's Angry Orchard and a shot of Fireball whiskey together. To me, disgusting. And I'm gonna sound annoying, but I only drink really, really low carb and low calorie light beer. Because I really do like beer. I drink a couple nights out of the week, have a few beers. So, and I'm not so much in my workout routine anymore, but I was really avid about it. So I try to drink extremely light beers, and I do like Angry Orchard. I mean, it is good. Um, Baby, that makes sense. Thank you. Does that mean I'm not like being like blah 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 like or grass talking gibberish, or does that mean like I just happen to I'm just a fellow ABDL that makes sense about things? I don't know. Either way, thank you. Yeah, I know you. I know. I Little Wolf. I know we've talked on. I think we've talked on Instagram before. Do you know gay boners? I'm still laughing. One sec. But yeah, back to, is anyone accepting of my lifestyle? Yes, I'm so fortunate and I'm so lucky, but I also think that in my case, I kind of, yeah, I'm fortunate. Like, I'm fortunate, but at the same time, it's kind of like it was going to come about in a big way, whether I wanted it to or not. You know, not everybody of course, not everybody in my life knows, but I mean, my mom does, my sister does, um, some friends do, pretty much all my close friends do. Yeah, all my close friends do. And it's not like something we talk about, but it's just been a thing where like they've seen things or they've like, oh, a sippy cup, oh, you know, diapers, oh, this, oh, that, and and there comes a point where it may get talked about, and then Marshall is just who Marshall is kind of the way they think about it. Just this silly weird guy, but it's very different relationship with my immediate family. They get it. We don't have to talk about it or all the time or anything like that, but like they just very much get it and understand it in a way that's like, gosh, I never thought would happen. And especially my mommy is so lucky. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Oh, yeah. No, have we not talked on Instagram before? I feel like we have. I'm actually certain we have. Well, I'm pretty certain that we have. Is this good lighting? Anybody into Bush Light? Because everyone likes to flame me for liking Bush Light. It like makes you seem like you're like you're broke or something. I'm like, what if I just like it though? What if I just like it? My favorite beer is Corona Premier, not Corona Extra, not Corona Light, Corona Premier. That is my number one favorite beer, with lemon, not lime, lemon. That is my favorite beer. Yeah, that is the ultimate beer experience that I've ever had in my life. It is delicious. Tastes like my dad once said that it tasted like one time we were just hanging out and we were having a Corona Premier together with lemon, and he was like, "It's so." My dad is this just hilarious guy, and he was like, "Tastes like you just." I'm finding it probably way funnier than it actually is. Because like it tastes like you literally just took a cup in like you're in Mexico and you just put a cup into a spring. It's like a Mexican spring. It's like fresh water from a spring in Mexico. I'm like, yeah, I actually do feel that way. Oh my goodness. My sister made this sign for my mommy. And I just put my arm on it and it's like stuck to oop, don't want to reveal her name, my mommy's name, but her birthday's on Halloween. But my sister drew this cute Scooby-Doo ghost. This is my mommy's craft room, so there's all kinds of crafts on it. But I just put my arm down on that and it stuck to it. But yeah, I wish my phone wasn't so far away. It actually doesn't have to be, so maybe I just bring it closer to me and that might make things easier, right? Let's see, what are you guys saying? Probably you seem familiar, but all my friends are little, so that's how I like it. Wow, well, I guess I could be wrong then. But I really thought that we had probably talked on Insta before. There are a couple. I always direct everyone to my Instagram because I'm like that's where I'm the most. Even though it's still hard for me to answer people sometimes. What birth order do I fall in with my siblings? I am the oldest. I am actually a twin, believe it or not. I'm a twin, but I'm 2 minutes older than my sister. So, I'm the oldest. And then I have a younger brother who's 8 years younger than me. Yes, my twin sister is my best friend. She's the most amazing person in the world, and she's so supportive of everything I do. I'm so grateful for her. We're very, very close. Are you in NZ? What does that mean? What's NZ? Cosplay. Why we dressed like we were 5? Cause I am. What do you mean? Can you do a song request? If so, can you play Good Luck Baby by Chevron? What do you mean? Can I do a song request? Like, oh no, I'm not in New Zealand. I'm in North America. In the South. I live in the South U.S. Let's see. A song request, like will I play a song? Have you guys heard, what is it? but I think it's Believe by Venturing. It's one of the best songs I've freaking ever heard. It's incredible. Venturing. Venturing is amazing band. My sister showed me that band, and I've been playing Believe nonstop. It's so amazing. So why would just like we're a 5? I'll answer real quick. I hashtag this ABDL. You should look it up, and you may learn some things. But not that I'm like mean to anyone who has that question. I don't mean to, be rude to any singular person who. Yeah, it's not cosplay. It's not anything like that. It's it it is how I. It's a regressive. How do you word it? I've been this way for all my life, for as long as I can remember. It's a way to regress. You know, have relationships in my life. Everyone accepts me this way. It's a whole mindset that you develop and get into. It's usually prevalent from a young age where you experience age regressive tendencies. You like childish things. I like to play with toys. I wear diapers every day. And, it brings me joy. And that's all there is to that. Parent house. Are you insinuating that I am a degenerate that lives with my... Just kidding. I don't want to be rude to people who live with their parents, but is that what you're insinuating? That's kind of rude. I have a life and parent house. No, I don't live with my parents. If that's what the question was, I don't know. I think a lot of people assume that when you're like, oh, you're just a big baby living with your parents. No, that is not always the case. That is not always the case. It may sometimes be the case, and if it is, then it is. I'm young, and it's hard out here. Again, not that I do, but I do recognize that. I'm in my mid-20s, and it's not easy to live on your own. What do I do for a living? I guess I can say that. I'm a truck driver. Yeah. I have been, and I'm in college right now, but I won't say what for, but I'm in college right now. I have been truck driving on and off for the past 3 years. I'm about to go back to it. I'm excited because I've been not doing that for a while, and I'm kind of excited to get back into it. Not like across the country, but I do have a Class A CDL that I'm about to start using again. I've mentioned that in my previous lives and stuff, so I'm really excited about that for the aspect. Someone said, TF, my kid has the same pajamas. Like, how, TF, you get up here that big? Again, this is just a great opportunity to shout out Big Tot on Etsy. It's funny, I like that people come in that like don't, have any awareness of the lifestyle. I think, or like the community. I think that's nothing but funny, and especially your comment wasn't rude at all. So I'm not like taking offense to it, but it just requires a nuanced answer. Why? How do I? But I'll just answer it quickly. How do I get them that big? Search ABDL clothing on Google and you'll get a real quick answer. But again, I will take this valuable opportunity to shout out the very best brand and company that I have ever ordered from, which is Big Tot on Etsy. It's where I order everything. Okay. Tell us more about the community and lifestyle. So I can only like speak from my perspective. And my perspective, what does ABDL stand for? It's kind of silly. I don't actually love saying it. ABDL stands for Adult Baby Diaper Lover. And it's a little crazy, a little silly. It doesn't accurately describe what, people who live that way like are about. I mean, I guess it does, but it's kind of like a silly way of putting it, and it sounds like just sounds like a crazy fetish, but um, there's a lot that goes into that. For me, it's something that's been with me all. Oh my gosh. Not trolling, no. Um, yeah, we're getting some meanies up in here. We're getting some meanies. I'm not loving that, but at the same time, it's not unexpected. You know what I mean? It's not to be anything to be surprised by. And especially with doing live, I know that people scroll through shorts and are like, "Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, what the heck is this?" Um, doesn't everybody? Just kidding. I use baby wipes, so that's kind of a strange comment. North Shore XL baby wipes. Ever heard of them? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mama OSO. I appreciate that, and I will. I just got kind of a bunch of or a few comments that are kind of like jolting, a little startling. You know what I mean? Because I don't get that kind of thing a lot. Like in all my videos, I've gotten nothing but positive. Like, and that's been shocking that I've gotten nothing but positive input. And everyone has been I think that most people have come from having a sort of knowledge of what the lifestyle is like and have either experienced an aspect of it for themselves or feel that caretaker role for someone or desire to fill that caretaker role for someone. So it's just been shocking how it's been nothing but negative. I mean, nothing but positive until the live streaming kind of like some people pop in, I think just from scrolling their live feed and they kind of randomly see this maybe and then they're like, "What the heck?" So I will get back to talking more about the lifestyle in just a second. But gosh, it is crazy. I can't tell if you're messing around or not. I've never heard of this, and you are selling it well. I'm so thrown. Yeah, Little Wolf. Can we tell them what's going on? Exactly. I think a lot of people are randomly seeing this scrolling, so you're not going to know, and you're not going to like you're not it can't be spoken in the 30 seconds that you're going to choose to stay here. I can't share with you all that it encapsulates in the 30 seconds that you choose to stay right here until you scroll away. You can go watch my videos if you want. And I don't have that many videos. I have a video plan talking about like the psychology behind being ABDL, but really my videos and my shorts are more just talking about what I like reviewing products and just living my life. So I would love to be a channel that that brings awareness towards the normalcy of it and how a lot of it stems from trauma, a lot of it stems from different types of abuse you've experienced and how it can be an extremely healthy coping mechanism for people. I would love to talk more about that, and I plan to talk more about that. But video above this crash. I scrolled down just in time to hear. I don't know what that means. Thank you. Yes, yes, that is the aspect. So I don't know, Mama OSO. You said you're interested, and I just like that's the sweetest thing ever to just be like a look. If you've never heard of this, or if you're not really into lifestyle, like at the very least to be open to the idea of like, wow, I can see, like maybe the innocence of this, or maybe I can see how, that this. I was talking about this in my last live stream. Like I'm not coming from the approach like I'm a Christian. I like to believe I have a good set of morals. I'm not coming from a nihilistic approach of do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever feels good, do that. Do that to the fullest extent in life. I'm not really that guy. And you think that, someone like me might be. Like, as long as it's not hurting anybody, just do it. I'm more coming from the approach and the stance that um, it's pure and it's innocent, and there's a lot of like, it's healing. It's actually healing in so many ways. Um, a lot of people didn't have a childhood. That sounds cheesy, maybe, but a lot of people didn't have a childhood. Um, they didn't get to experience much of one. And if you're blessed and lucky enough to, in your adult life, be able to act that out, especially if it's with another person who like loves you, wants to be loving to you, comfort you, and help like heal that damaged part of you. Psychology is real, everybody, and trauma is real. It is very real, and it affects you as long as you live, especially in your formative years. It goes on to do damage if you've experienced pain and hurt. And I have. And a lot of people who are ABDL have. A lot of people haven't either that are ABDL, and they just, I think it's nature versus nurture. I think you can be born that way, or you can, your experience, your nurture aspect of your childhood can create it too. Now there's a lot of people that have said stuff that I don't know. But yeah, I love that. I love the example of I like to feel like a baby, soft blankies, comfy clothes. It's literally the same concept. It is literally the same thing. Um, it's just comforting. It's just comforting. That's what it is. There's a whole gigantic community, and you say Shorty Jayla, I'm wild, and you still can't. It's like you can't tell if I'm trolling. I mean, I can't tell if you are. I mean, the community is big enough. I think that you would have heard about it. That's sweet. Yes, it's innocent. It's pure. I believe in God. I have a sense of morality. I like to be good to the people around me, and I pray. And I've struggled a lot with my relationship with God in this like battle between like, is this okay? Is this what God would want for me? And I respect people of all, beliefs and religious beliefs. I respect everybody, but that's mine. And I have come to the conclusion that God knows my heart, and He knows my struggle, and He sees my struggle every day. And I really have like, I am convicted in the belief that I think this is healing for me, and it's healing for a lot of people. And I really don't believe there's anything wrong with that. Anyway, one big reason is childhood trauma. Exactly, it's healthier than smoking. Absolutely, literally, and I so agree with that. I so agree with that. I mean, if a pacifier and a sippy cup and a stuffed animal over drinking every night, over drugging yourself, over smoking weed all day long, can do it, like it has for me a lot in the past, then oh my gosh, there is your answer right there. There is your answer. Yeah, I love that. I love that there are people who like, that's kind of what I want to talk about, is the people that like have similar beliefs to me, and like I want to say to the people that have like battled accepting themselves, because I mean, I wasted so many years, so many like, and I was looking young and cute, and like, man, I had the same girlfriend at the time, and she was loving. She's always been loving and accepting of me, but like I refused to take that love, and I refused to accept that love, and I would be so repulsed by feeling the things I felt, that it would make me more aggressive, or just aggressive. It would make me push myself away, and that would just do nothing for me, because I still wanted the things I wanted. I still wanted my passy. I still wanted to be diapered. I still wanted to be regressed. I still wanted that when I needed it. And she knew that. We were just talking about it the other day, and she's like, yeah, all the you could have just been living it up like you do now. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You live and you learn. And I just want to tell people that like, don't be like me. Don't waste your time feeling this visceral level of shame and disgust and guilt. If you are, there's just so nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. I'm gonna ignore a couple things. You're a wild and yeah, ignoring that. But yeah, like you said, aw, y'all are so sweet. Dang. You okay? Except for some people. You shouldn't normalize this. You need to seek therapy. Lots and lots of people have trauma, and you can't tell me we should be acting out like this. The thing is, the thing is, for a lot of people, this has been with them all their lives. You know, I was 8 years old when I first. Again, I'm gonna let you put two and two together. My I mentioned earlier, I have a brother that is he is 8 years younger than me. So, you know, he had diapers around. He had baby clothes around. Imagine my eyes when I saw his diapers. I'm like, I'm putting those on. I'm putting those on. That was when I was 8 years old, you know? So it's this thing that it's a psychological thing. I mean, I get that you're saying there's other ways to go about handling it, but I mean, I've been in therapy. I've been in therapy. I've done the work, you know, like, oh my gosh. It's and I did just describe hating myself for so many years. For so many years. You don't even know. Like I said, the visceral disgust at my own simple, pure wants, you know? And the moment that I gave into them for a night, I woke up wanting to fucking throw up just because I slept in a diaper. You know, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Once you let go of that disgust and hate and like that type of language that you're putting on me, once you can let go of that as a person who deals with the things that I deal with, which are, you'd be shocked. It's a large number of people. You can live a free life, and you can probably find a lot of people who are okay with it. It's not like you force it on people. You don't force anything on people. I'm not forcing anything on anyone. I'm so fortunate, you know. I have people that over years I've reluctantly shared tiny thing over like tiny thing, like here and there, and they've, you know, it's been a very gradual process. But anyway, I don't really feel like I need to explain you know, that to people, but you know, because the people who get it, and the people who don't, they probably never will. But I kind of have hope that they could, you know. Okay, next one. I have 3 babies and I love snuggling them. I hope you get that from someone. That is so sweet. See, that's a person that gets it. Like, that's a person that gets it. You just have a little bit of a childlike flair about you. That's all that it boils down to. And yes, I do have a girlfriend who is so incredibly amazing and sweet, and you know, I do call her my mommy, and she's very loving towards me. I'm like I said, I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky and blessed because I know a lot of people spend a long time looking for that, and I just happen to kind of, we've been together for a long time, and she just accepts me as I am, like beyond blessed in that way. 7 girls, 1 cup, 7 up, heads up, just saying, be nice. I don't know what that means, but yes, okay. I don't feel like it's hurting anyone. Prob farthest from it. Babies. That's what I'm saying. You know? And again, like, some things don't hurt anyone, but they may not be what we should be doing, right? If I want to do drugs, I can do drugs and I'm not hurting anybody. Or there's plenty of examples. I can do all kinds of things and not be hurting anyone, but for this specific thing, I just kind of feel like it is a category of like a type of thing that I really would like to show people actually is like not only is not hurting anyone, it's healing, and it's can really be a wonderful thing. Nah, you trolling? Show me one of these diapers you claim to have. I ain't never heard this. It gotta be a bit. I mean, if you were here like 10 minutes ago, I showed you. I'm wearing my matching. Oh wait, the screen turned off. I mean, I have my matching shorts on right now, and you know it's not. I, I thought you heard the crinkle sound. I thought that was a given. Come on. These are Little Kings by ABU, the best. What do you mean? Oh my gosh, I'm really this is kind of what I wanted out of my life, is to see some differing opinions, because I've been going live the last few nights, except for like maybe 1 or 2 nights, and I was wanting to like see some differing opinions because it is interesting to me, and like that is maybe why I want to we want to see the blanket. I don't know what that means. Exactly. Therapy looks different for different people. Yeah, I mean, that's very true. That's just very true. Can you call in? What does that mean? Like, get up in my live? Maybe. I don't know. You want to arrange that? I think the acting young part is fine, but the adult diaper part is not good. That's your opinion. So this person said, I think the acting young part is fine, but the adult diaper part is not good. I mean, there are people that are incontinent that fully they embrace that, like, hey, I'm incontinent, and that's my life, and it is what it is, and they make the best. I know it's not the best example because I'm not incontinent, but there are lots of people who are, and sometimes being incontinent is trauma related. Gosh, like I said, the brain works in so many mysterious ways that I don't choose, at this point in my big ripe age of 28, I choose not to try to understand anymore. There are some things that I just am like, are what they are, what you think is not good, why ask yourself why you think it's not good. I'm curious because you find it weird or creepy or something. I mean, if that's the case, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe do some research. I don't know. We are Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk will never be forgotten. I do agree with that. I do 100% agree with that. He ignored because he has no counter argument. What a fool. Well, same as all the other brainwashed Christians? Gosh, what do you mean? What did I ignore? I'm not sure. Tell me again what I ignored. I'm not used to getting so many comments. It's hard to keep up with all of them, but I don't know what I ignored. Yeah, it's just exactly. I've always been wired like that too. You're not alone. I stand by it. You're born in diapers. You end in diapers. PDL is the middle part. That is the truth. Can you call into the stream? Can you call into the stream? Good night, Mama OSO. I appreciate everything that you've said. You've actually added a lot to the stream. Good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. God works in mysterious ways. I agree. Frosted tips. I know. My mommy is in cosmetology school. She bleached my hair. It's been about 6 weeks. We're waiting 1 more week, and then we're gonna do it again. So, yeah. Can you call in to the stream? It depends. What would you say? What would you say? Like what are you about? What do you tell me, like, okay, if you're actually being serious, do you follow my Instagram for one? Do you? If you don't have to, that it can be a no. If you actually want to call in, like, what do you want to say? Give me like is this friendly? Is this friendly fire, or is this I don't know. You might, I mean, yeah. I mean, I would say 100% right now if I knew how to do it. I'm not actually sure how to do that. And I'm scared to click on any symbol. I don't want to end the stream. quite ready to get off yet. I am about, but what is this movie symbol? Oops. A 49-second short. Well, I didn't mean to do that. See, buttons do things I don't know. How do I let you in? Give me instructions. I don't know. See that button? I don't know. That turn the screen around. Do I know the word neoteny? No, I do not. Please enlighten me. Neoteny. I do not know. Do not know. If anybody's new, I'm sorry I'm vaping. I'm sorry. It's bad. I know it's bad. It's bad. Don't do it. It's really bad. See, he disappeared. I said, do you want to join? You can. Orwell. Like the guy who wrote 1984. Orwell the Resident. You straight up can. You absolutely can if you can tell me how to do it, because I don't know how to do it. It may be a thing for more advanced like YouTubers where it's like a future video. What's this video symbol? Oops. Oh, that's what that did. See, I don't know. What does neoteny mean? I'm scared to hit any more buttons. I don't know how to add people. I really so much appreciate everybody who has been on tonight. If anybody has any more questions for me, I'll be happy to answer. Absolutely. Any questions at all? Happy to answer. But it's not that I'm getting bored. I'm not. I've had a really good time. I don't have that much more I think I need to say. The retention of juvenile characteristics in the adults of a species as among certain amphibians. Are you calling me a frog? Can mean reverting to childish behaviors as well. So you're calling me a frog? No, I don't know that word, but there are a lot of similar words like infantilism, adult baby, or even though this doesn't sound very good, I do believe the technical term for being ABDL is something like paraphilic infantilism. I think that's like really the technical title for it. Or age regression, or yeah, age regression is kind of I would describe it most accurately that way. But yeah, I mean that works too. What was it? What was it? Neonism. I mean that works, I guess. Sure. Never heard it though. It's present in frogs. Let me read it again. The retention of juvenile characteristics in adults. I mean, okay, so I'm a frog and a dog so far. Love that. Dogs are babies. What do you mean? Of course they display neoteny. What is the appeal of it for you? Genuinely curious. I'll retain any judgments. I appreciate that. Gosh, I appreciate that. And I will answer it with the best intent and the most honest way I can, because I totally appreciate. Oh, and a caterpillar. Caterpillars, dogs, and frogs. Neoteny, and humans, me. So what is the appeal of it for me? The appeal is that, so for me, it's really special when the relationship that I have with my partner, being cared for, being looked after, but it's always been present before, during, and after. Any relationship with anyone, it has been present in my life. My first memory of wanting to wear diapers was when I was like 8.5, 9 years old. And so it's, for me, it wasn't something that I chose. It is something that gives me a euphoric feeling. It is a beautiful, innocent kind of thing. I get that people don't see it that way, that it would be almost impossible to see it that way if you know nothing of it. Like, how on earth could you see it that way? But really, like, the core of it is for me safety, security, feeling cared for, and feeling safe. And, like, whether a stuffed animal used to make me feel that way when I was younger, and still does. I like to watch kids shows. That makes me feel safe. It helps me get into that mindset. Like, there's a certain, there's an aspect of me that gets done, which I do every day, get ish done and make that money. But there is also a part of me that needs safety and that needs to be cared for and that needs comfort. And I've had a lot of trauma in my life. I've had a lot of chaos in my life, in my young formative life. But that's I'm getting. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the things. Like, of course, I have. Let me read this. If you want that, you need to be the breadwinner and take care of her financially. I mean, you don't know what I do. Unless you want to go back and watch this live, I've told you what I do for a living, which I'm a truck driver. But, so is it a sort of a role play in a sense that lends to the feeling of being nurtured? Absolutely. But if you're lucky, if you have a special relationship, role playing, of course, at its core, it's role play. Of course, it's role play, but do you treat it as such? No, not when you have that special connection with someone who, like, I call her my mommy. She is my girlfriend. She's the love of my life. It's a really special connection and relationship that we share together. And of course, I feel nurtured. I feel cared for. It's kind of like, I think, to a certain degree, through my examination of people in general in life so far, I think all men want that. All men want to be cared for and nurtured to a certain degree. I think I just need it at a higher capacity. That's kind of been like my assessment of life so far. You need to resist the bad thoughts. Okay, what are my bad thoughts? I don't know. What about being a kid mindset? Thank you. Exactly. The thing is, like, people, you're guiding me and telling me what I should do with my life, but you don't know that I spent, gosh, if we want to go from 8 years old, I spent over a decade, beyond a decade, feeling this undeniable disgust with these wants, and to live and to just exist, you have to embrace it. And now I find the beauty in it. I have so much acceptance in my life. I am beyond blessed. I am beyond fortunate. And honestly, this stream really wasn't about me defending the lifestyle. I would love to educate on the lifestyle, but to be met with this, stop it, stop it, stop it. I love questions, but, and I love the questions, and will answer any questions, but, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm being attacked. That's stupid. I'm not gonna be a baby, but no pun intended. I'm not gonna be like, like, don't come at me like that. But I am gonna say, like, that's when it doesn't get fun anymore. Is when people are like, this is disgusting and wrong. It's kind of funny. It is funny, but what was the one that kind of bothered me? It's not healthy. Don't feed into those thoughts. It's like, gosh, you don't know my life. Gosh, you don't. I wish you did, but, or I guess I'm glad you don't. I don't know. I've been on this planet long enough to know that, people don't accept what they don't understand, and that makes total sense. There's things that I find repulsive that I don't get, And people will often like tend to think that people like me are probably atheists and nihilistic, and that's not at all the case. I've repeated it, but I'm just repeating it again for people who might be joining in now. Like, it's not a nihilistic approach that I take to life. You shouldn't do every single thing that brings you joy. You shouldn't not resist temptation. You should sometimes resist temptation. Not everything that feels good is good. And I 1000% believe that. So what you're saying, I agree with about some things, but I just happen to hold the opinion that this is a healing thing. And I know God loves me and I have a relationship with him and hold that very sacred. So anyway, what's not healthy is denying mental stress is a thing, and this is a coping mechanism. Doesn't involve drugs and abuse. You said it right there. You said it. That is exactly, that's it. That's kind of like all that needs to be said. And if someone like takes the time to understand that sentence, then it should make sense. You know, I've dealt with a lot. I have a really addictive personality. I've dealt with a lot of issues, and embracing my little side, embracing my regression and how it comes so naturally to me without immediate disgust after or a few hours after or whatever. Only letting it bring me temporary joy and then just hating myself after. I'm so done with that. I'm so done with that, Um, I'm not doing anything wrong. I do not like to put words in God's mouth, and don't worry about me and me and God. You worry about you and God. How about that? You know? And there's nothing wrong with something that helps you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's something so beautiful to me. I have finally gotten to the place in my life where I can find it healing and beautiful, Um, and I'm so grateful for that. It took me so long to get to this place, and I'm so thankful. So there's nothing that anybody. I saw that. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to get to 500, and I'm not that far away. So thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I'm way more. I've been on YouTube for like 5 years ish, and I'm way more active in the past month than I've ever been, and I plan to continue on that path. So, stay tuned, keep watching, please, because I have a lot more that I want to say and a lot of more things that I want to do on here. So, yeah, appreciate that. If you're still watching, Michael DAC, I have been hella defending being ABDL this whole damn time. Have you ever had your testosterone levels checked? I wonder if they're low and if regulating them would change anything. Well, no, I haven't, but I've never had any issue. To be honest, I find that pretty offensive because, I like to read about things. I like to educate myself on things, and I'm somewhat knowledgeable when it comes to the subject of that, and there's just no indication that I have low testosterone. I'll just keep it at that. No indication. But I hate to be offended at ignorant comments. I hate to be offended because, gosh, that leaves me, like, I don't want anybody to catch me off guard and offend me because that leaves me unable to educate you. I don't want to come at anyone with any rudeness. I just like to be educational, I really kind of feel like that's like my plight is, or not my plight, but like that is, I feel a big sense of like that's what I should do. I'm really, if it's not that problematic, if it's not that problematic pragmatically or morally, then fair enough, man. Wasn't intended to. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. I wasn't. It's just like, I don't know. As a man, you know, you can kind of see why that would be. But no, I'm not offended by that. And yeah, morally, for me, and I'd say in general, my relationship with God and my spirituality and the people around me, it's never been an issue. I'm healthy, mostly mentally and definitely physically. You know, so I'm good. But you didn't offend me. I apologize for if I came off like you did. Have you ever huffed any of those No, what do you mean? This is a craft room. Come on. All types of paint and chemicals and like all types of stuff back here. I don't do drugs, what you mean? I've been asked the same question about testosterone, and my response is that's interesting. That is very interesting because it's weird that I don't know. I guess it's kind of interesting that somebody would come to that would be the conclusion they'd have. Like you because I mean, would you say that to a man who I don't know is submissive or I don't know. It's just kind of interesting how you come to that conclusion. I love who I am and don't feel the need to change. Being DL harms no one and helps reduce stress. Exactly. And any of us who live that life, we know that. Like, we know that. And we've had to probably go through some life experiences that, and a lot over, you know, it took me, like I said, years. It took me a long time to be this headstrong and to be this confident. So, and to just accept the thing that has pushed and pushed and pushed and pressed into me that I've wanted to just live out for so long and just experience the simplicity of it, the innocence of it for so long, how much joy it brings me, how happy it makes me, how much it helps with my anxiety. I have severe anxiety and severe health anxiety. I stress a lot about that. And, you know, I have some issues and it does nothing but help me. But it is interesting that people would make that assumption. Low testosterone. I don't really know why. Hello, that's a long name. PAMELAMCILLWAIN 3782. Hi. Any weed? I do not smoke weed. I'm a truck driver, so I get drug tested. I can't smoke weed. No, you know, love it if you do. But for me, I have really bad anxiety. It makes my anxiety worse. Thank you so much. You're cool. I really like watching you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, maybe you should. I'm really trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'm really trying. Thumbs up this live. Thumbs up any video you want to subscribe. I mean, thumbs up any video you want to thumbs up and subscribe. That would be so great. And sure, ask me any question you want. Go ahead. And I am drinking a Busch Light. Don't judge me, please. I like beer. You know what I'm saying? And I like Busch Light. I've had to say this a couple times. I like Busch Light. I enjoy it. Busch Light is good. Don't hate on Busch Light. What's your question? Oh my gosh, it's almost 2 a.m. I gotta eat dinner, go to bed. My mommy made me pasta. It's on the microwave upstairs. And your looks has nothing to do with it. My looks have nothing to do with what? What that mean? And your looks has nothing to do with it. What do that mean? Nothing to do with what? The fact that I like Busch Light? What's in here that I could show you guys? It's pretty boring. From your angle, you're seeing a pretty boring. So I struggle with anxiety and ADHD. do you know how to deal with that? Gosh. Um, I have ADHD. I got diagnosed with ADHD when I was in kindergarten, and I got put on like Ritalin and all of these drugs that made me like very like not hungry and did a lot of stuff to me, but helped with my grades. Um, it's a thing. Aw, thanks. And that cute little mustache. Thank you. Um, so yeah. I mean, gosh, I the reason I keep doing this is I have something in my eye. Um, golly. Um, Anxiety. I People say all the time like I have anxiety. I deal with anxiety. But hey, I got you on that, and I feel ya. I have severe anxiety. Health anxiety, to be specific. I worry about things about my health that I have no business being worried about. There have been times that I've gone to the hospital more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. I've gone to the hospital, to the ER, just because I thought I was having a heart attack. I know that's insane, but I deal with pretty bad health anxiety. It runs in my family, and sometimes when you experience like that level where it's nonstop, I'm on medication for it. And sometimes that's really the best thing to do is get on medication. I don't think that everybody needs to be, but sometimes a depressant, a GABA depressant, or a benzodiazepine, or an antidepressant of some kind. You got to be careful with the antidepressants because sometimes they can do more harm than good, and you need to find the right one. But benzodiazepines work well for some people. They do have addictive. They are sometimes addictive, but they can help if you have a really persistent anxiety. So that would be my advice with that. And find what. Other than that, just find the things that comfort you. Coping mechanisms are. This is all we're talking about, really, is coping mechanisms and comfort things. So find whatever that is for you and lean into that as long as it's healthy and good for you. Got pulled out of school because of my ADHD and grades. I was in kindergarten, and I have this specific memory of we were in kindergarten and we had our I never know if you say manila or vanilla. I say manila folders up in kindergarten, and I remember I started crying because I'm like 1 plus 1. I don't know what that is. Probably was a question similar to that. I just remember crying in kindergarten. It's like I can't do this test. And then my sweet teacher, her name was Miss Clark. She came up to me and she put the folder down and she took away the test. And she's like, "You're okay. You don't have to." Excuse me. Sorry. Take it. And then she had a meeting with my mom, and then I got tested for ADD, and then I got a medication. So I had troubles too. But after I got on the medication, I was good. But lots of side effects with ADD medication. Lots of side effects. Yeah, breathing. Pacifiers can help a lot with anxiety. Help me a lot. And breathing is so useful. If you have nothing around you to help with anxiety, if you're not on any medication, if you have nothing in your surroundings to help you cope, in through the nose, out through the mouth, like that works. That works for when your heart is racing, like 4 seconds, 7 seconds, 4 seconds, or 4 seconds, 11 seconds, 4 seconds. And you should look up breathing exercises because I was skeptical of that, but wow, they do help. And the soul patch is great too. Thank you. My girlfriend, she hates it so much, but I'm growing it out in spite of her. She loves my mustache though. My husband has health anxiety. I had to ban him from WebMD. Yeah. So no matter what symptom it is, no matter what sort of desire issue I have, like I won't do it. I won't. I do not care because I've learned that I will be sent into hurricane, a spiral of chaos and crazy thinking, and just like, yep, stage 4 colon cancer, I got it. I don't Google anything. I don't, because it's just, I do not do it. Do not do it. If you have health anxiety, it's best to stay away. Even though it's hard, it is hard to do. But at this point for me, it's like I've told myself no, and the answer is a firm no. Do not Google anything about health. And so anytime I have that desire, I just remember, like, no, the answer is no. It's easy. I love benzos, so relaxing. Yes, they can be addictive. I want to state that, unless you need them, you shouldn't take them. But yeah, have I tried TCH tablets? THC. I'm a truck driver, so I get drug tested, so I can't take weed. And weed causes me a great deal of anxiety. It has all my life. I can't smoke weed. It makes my anxiety so much worse. Which sucks, because I know it makes it helps a lot of people, but for me it makes my anxiety so much worse. Yeah, I got put out of school because, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, stimulants, it depends. They can be good. They're good if you're in school. I mean, I have kind of maybe a little bit of a different opinion on stimulants and prescription amphetamines. My mom took them for a long time, and she took them at pretty high doses, and she had a heart attack at like 55. And so ever since then, I've kind of had a negative view on them, because we're pretty sure, that's probably what caused it. She did it slightly abuse them. But, I was on them from kindergarten to early high school, so they did help me get through. I don't know if I would have gotten through and been able to focus without it. But now I'm in college, and I'm 28, just got back into college, or into college for the first time. I didn't go when I got out of high school. And I'm not taking anything, and I'm just kind of finding a way to focus, It just enhances who you already are naturally. I'm sorry, like crystal meth. Oh, goodness. Jahar Nicolas Hating. I am 28. Yes. Please tell me that I don't look 28. Thank you. I don't know. I probably do. I feel 28. Gotcha, Nick. You gotta go to bed. I probably will be on to. Actually, yes, I will be on tomorrow. It is Valentine's Day, but check with me around 9 p.m. 9 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night, and I'll let everybody know if I'm going live or not. Yes. Nick, what you mean? That's not an insult. That's not an insult. Thank you. Night, Pam. I'm gonna call you Pam because that's a long name, but hopefully see you tomorrow night. But again, I'll let everybody know. If you're watching this replay, also I'll let everybody know if I'm going live around 9-ish, 9:30-ish. I'll let you know if I'm going live. It is about that time. It really is. I've had such a fun time with everybody on here. I really have. I appreciate it so much. And guys, subscribe. I have not said it enough. I haven't even said it enough. I should have been saying it every 2 seconds. Do know SML. Thank you. Thanks. If I shave my face, I could be 12. For some weird reason, I do think. Bye, Pam. Hi, Pam. For some reason, I feel like my mustache makes me look younger. I don't know why. I need Botox. I'm so crazy. But thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm getting so tired and I haven't eaten dinner and it's 2 a.m. You're 30. We're still young. We're still young. I'm not ready to be 30. No offense. I don't want to be 30. I'm about to be 29. My birthday's in June. So I have been on, can you not see the time? I've been on this live for 90 minutes. 90 minutes. So yeah, I'm tired. I normally don't go to bed this late. You're sweet, Nick. Subscribe to me if you want. And follow my Insta if you want. I'll put it, I'm actually, can I? I'm scared to. Oh, thanks. Oh, you're sweetie. I want to put my, you know what? I'm just going to put my, if I haven't already, I think I have. I'm going to put my Instagram in my, oh, you're sweet, little wolf. Thank you, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Yes, happy Valentine's Day. I think I do have a Discord account, but maybe I've just literally like made an account and never once used it. And I don't really know anything about it either. I need to get on Discord. I do. I need to learn that. I'm not really that good with technology. But my Insta, if I haven't already, like I said, I'm gonna link it in my YouTube bio, for sure. Because my Instagram is private, but I accept every follow. I just want to make sure that I keep out, potential work people or like things like that, You're really good at throwing lions? What that mean? Lions. You guys are making me want to stay on, but I'm tired and hungry. Drawing lions. Cool. I'd love to see that. Follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle or name is abdlboy ____ 4 underscores. abdlboy 4 underscores. And you just have to request to follow me. I will accept it. Like I said, I just try to keep out potential people that I don't want seeing my account. And I pretty much, I like to chat on there. I need to I need to get active on Discord for sure. Definitely need to do that. I know everybody uses Discord now. Am I wearing scrubs? What? No. What you mean? I'm wearing my PJs. I'm in my PJs. What you mean, bro? Occasionally, like, someone will come in and like, what's going on here? What's going on here? And I have to explain it all over again, which is just kind of funny. But, you first, I mean. What do that mean? One time I was wearing my pink change the whole day. Nope, just shorts. I was telling everybody earlier, I have these in pants, in pajama PJs, but I was kind of hot, so I put shorts on instead. Oh yeah, I am hungry. I gotta go. I gotta freaking go. I'll stay on for like 5 more minutes. I got to go. I gotta go. I'm hungry. There's beef stroganoff up there that I want to eat. Okay. Should I go show you guys my long pants? Nick, do you want to see my long pants? Oh my gosh, I know. Bye, Sneaky Delicious. I love your name. Nick, do you want to see the long pants in my closet, and then I'll get off? Stop. Okay. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I don't want to get up. I'll show you my long pants that I'm getting off. Thank you. That's sweet. You're actually sweet. I do need to eat and get some sleep. So this is what I'll do. I'm coming out of the craft room, going into my garage. I'll show you my long pants. Not that it's even that entertaining. And then I'll get off. So in the garage. This is my laundry room. And my mommy is sleeping, so she has school in the morning, so we'll be quiet. She's not a child. She has cosmetology school. She's an adult. Now, where are these long pants? Check this out. Here they are. Alright, it's nothing special. But just to prove I wasn't lying. Oh, shoot. Now it really seems like I'm lying. This hanger's caught on something. Here they are. They match, see? Long pants. Wait, can you see? Long pants. Wasn't lying. I got a lot of clothes. This is my mommy's side of the closet. And this is my side. Alright. Thank you guys so much. Everyone has been mostly so sweet. And I just appreciate it so much. Everybody that said everything, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Nick, thank you. Like I said, my Instagram is abdlboy abdlboy ______. I need to change that because it's kind of a lot. And yeah, subscribe, like my stuff, watch my other stuff if you want. There's like a lot more stuff that I'm planning on. You're so welcome. There's so much more stuff that I plan on filming. Like I said, I've had my channel for like 5-ish years now, and I'm the most active I've ever been, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm definitely going to keep on posting. And there's like a lot of videos I want to post. So definitely subscribe and just like stay tuned for updates on me. So thank you guys so much, everybody. Like I said, follow me. Everybody that's watching right now, follow my Insta and DM me if you want to. You'll have to request to follow me, but I will accept it, and we can chat, whatever. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Wait. Bye.